Today we're going over what goes into a basic speaker install, and that's on this Range Rover Evoque, which the reason for replacing these speakers wasn't necessarily for an upgrade, but to replace blown factory speakers. It just made more sense to go aftermarket than it did to source OEM replacements. We start out with our door panel disassembly, as you can see, and then we're going to go ahead and get all of our pieces and components laid out. Our speaker adapter, terminals, wire. We're going to do a little bit of sound treatment. As you can see, we're going with the Audison Prima 2 ohm drivers to match up to the impedance that the original speakers were, just to make sure we're still getting the same power out of our factory amp. We're going to go ahead and apply foam in between all the layers to act as a decoupler and to make sure that we're getting a good seal. That'll help with our mid bass. At every layer where the speaker meets an adapter meets the vehicle, we're going to be doing that once again to act as a decoupler, which helps with vibrations and resonance, and then also to make sure we have a great seal. And then we'll be using our mesa mat to add mass to all of our different layers as well. So you can see we've got our adapter ready to go. Got our speaker ready to go. And we're gonna go ahead and mount that in the door, just using the OEM hardware, nothing crazy. Like I said, basic install. And we're gonna add our mesa mat. For maximum effectiveness, you definitely wanna get it stuck down well, to ensure good adhesion and good solid coverage. We're going to connect our speaker and get that screwed in. Passes the tap test with flying colors. We're going to go ahead and add our fastering now, which does a few things for us. Funnels the sound out through the speaker grill, and then also gives you something that puts a little bit of pressure between that inner door skin and the door panel, which can help with some door panel vibration. Fun fact in this Range Rover, every wire in the door is black. So just going off of our Pro Demand wiring diagrams doesn't tell us what's what. So luckily we have the tools and ability to test for that, and they were kind enough to put markings on the factory speaker, which is not typically the case, but we went ahead and checked to make sure they were correct anyway. So after that, we just get the wires soldered up, get everything tied up with a few zip ties, and then our door panel will be ready to go back on. And there it is, ready to go. Go ahead and make sure it sounds all right, and then get the door panel back on. Get all of our fasteners back on, test functionality on everything, make sure the door handle works, these covers back on, and pull her out. So that's it, pretty simple and straightforward. Even though this is a Range Rover Evoque, the The workflow and the pieces that we like to use are pretty similar in most vehicles for a basic speaker install like this. So if you have any questions about that or need pointed in the right direction, feel free to leave a comment or reach out to us. Our contact info is always in the description of these videos, and we'd be happy to help you out. Thanks.